Shalom, GMS Wisconsin. It's May 13th. This is our new website, gms.info. What we're going to be talking about today is our packing. And,
double honors.
Oh, right. Double honors to the elders that's pushing out the documents, around live, bar.
Right.
And it's the channel where we push the documents on.
Okay.
How you gonna start with that? Alright, basically we're gonna start with
Y'all gotta get loud too. Like you
with
talking
the
outside.
Apocrypha, in the
Soon
scriptures.
as somebody show the Apocrypha, please. Alright, a lot of people say that this book isn't a part of the Bible, of course, and that the GMS brothers, the Hebrew Israelite brothers, is bringing false books and false, which would consider false doctrines into the scriptures. And we're going to prove without a shadow of doubt that the Apocrypha was a part of the Bible until the devil took it out and gave it to you stupid blacks, Latins, Native Americans in y'all churches, the synagogues of Satan. Okay.
First we're going to start with the Edomites and the Council of Trent.
Right. So it's the one because, you know, brothers can't spell good like I couldn't. Right, that's the Council of Trent. So we're going to start you off there. You got to know your history and where the shit came from first.
Alright, Council of Trent, Latin for Concilium, Tridentium, was the 16th century general council of the Roman Catholic Church.
Right, so there go your top demon. That one that birthed all the other churches, from Lutherans to Pentecostal to Christians to Baptists to Apostolic to Seventh-day Adventists to Jehovah's Witness. You take your goddamn pick.
Known as the false prophet of Revelation.
Islam.
Right, and Islam.
Especially Islam.
Alright, it is considered to be one of the church's most important councils. It can conveyed in Trent, then the capital of the Prince bishopric of Trent, inside the Holy Roman Empire, now in modern Italy.
Right.
December 13, 1545, December 4, 1563. In 25 sessions for 3 periods, council fathers met for the first through eight sessions in Trent, 1545 through 1547. And for the 9th through 11 sessions in Bologna, 1547, during the pontificate of Pope Paul III under Pope Julius III. The council met in Trent, 1551 through 1552, for the 12th through 16th sessions under Pope Pius IV. The 17th through 25th sessions took place in Trent, 1559 through 1563.
Okay. So basically, the next document is what exactly came out the Council of Trent. They ain't go to have all these sessions and ain't got no damn document released from there.
All right. This is the Roman Catholic Lutheran Joint Declaration on
This is
the
what
doctrine of justification. This is one of the things they decreed.
One of their legislations.
Right. A denial of the gospel and the righteousness of Christ. That's good enough?
Mm-hmm. Just get loud though. Cause see how ain't no cars going past?
Right.
Now I can hear you clearly, so you got to beat these cars out here.
Alright, the Lutherans of the Lutheran World Federation have now embraced the doctrine of the Council of Trent.
There you go.
And in so doing have officially and formally denied the gospel and the righteousness of Christ. The joint declaration is the result of 30 years of Lutheran Roman Catholic dialogue. The haute couture, meant to stun anyone who might dare to analyze it. Alright, the idea that justification is by means of the sacrament of baptism, such a tradition of men is accepted by both parties to the agreement which in the joint declaration states.
Right, the tradition of man. Easter, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Because it's all in the Bible spoken not to do those things. And I'm pretty sure that these so-called heads of these churches, they know Latin and Greek, man.
Yeah.
They know that Easter ain't no Easter in the Bible. It's pasta, motherfuckers.
Passover.
That's right.
This heresy is in line with the teaching of the Council of Trent.
Right, but that's in line with the Council of Trent. That's what came out the Council of Trent. The doctrine and teachings of man tradition. Them same elders that Christ spoke against, which was them Pharisees and them Sadducees and the elders, about keeping the tradition of the elders.
One more thing.
You gotta get loud, cuz.
Back to the Council of Trent. It tell you what the Council of Trent basically did. It says the council issued condemnations on what it defined as Protestant heresies and defined church teachings in the areas.
So they basically took away from the Bible.
Right.
They defined what they wanted to define.
And then they decreed certain doctrines.
Right, and they made laws. And if you know anything in back in the 1500s, if you want to get against the church, that was a death penalty.
Right.
So they ain't say no degree for nothing. You know, now they pass a law. We just like, oh, whatever. They hit you for some money. Back then, they was killing you.
Yeah. Notice it said.
You gotta get loud now.
Notice it said hearsay. A hearsay means lie. So they was decreeing lies that came out of this Council of Trent, created by Constantine.
Right. In areas of scripture and tradition, original sin, justification, sacraments, the Eucharist.
Which is the which is the
and holy masses, right?
Go ahead.
That they use in the Roman Catholic Church. Basically do their ritual, whatever the hell they're doing. Says justification, sacraments, the Eucharist, and holy masses, and the veneration of saints. It issued numerous reform decrees, and the veneration of saints probably is just them honoring different saints.
Right, which the saints are the Israelites, blacks, Latins, Native Americans. Ain't no other saints in the world. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Who was that?
Me. This is English Bible history.
You gotta show me the thing. 'Cause- Right, Wikipedia, that English Bible history.
What book is that?
Basic simple.
That's at the top of the verse.
It's from
English Bible
English Bible
timeline.
history timeline.
Yeah, that's all you gotta type in. You type that in your Google search engine.
So from greatsite.com. Protestants today are largely unaware of their own history and unaware of the Geneva Bible, which is textually 95% the same as the King James Version, but 50 years older than the King James Version, and not influenced by the Roman Catholic reigns of the New Testament and the King James translators, and merely took into consideration. Nevertheless, the King James Bible turned out to be an excellent and accurate translation, and it became the most printed book in the history of the world, and the only book with 1 billion copies in print. The only way to obtain a true, unaltered 1611 version is to either purchase an original pre-1769 printing of the King James Bible, or a less costly facsimile reproduction of the original 1611 King James Bible.
Right, so basically they're trying to make it seem like it's, get ready, cuz. They're making it seem like it's hard to get a 1611 Bible, when all you have to do is buy one off anywhere. Amazon.com. Right, and we got one. It ain't hard.
$30.
$30. Right. Holy Bible, 1611 edition, and let's see what's in there. We have to jump back.
This is the end of the prophets, and this is the Apocrypha. Right in
Hold it up
between.
one more time,
Okay,
because you was fast with it. Right, the end of the prophets, which is the Old Testament,
exactly.
which the Apocrypha come next,
Uh-huh.
So
which is
it
in
looks
between.
like the Old and New Testament.
In between the Old
Right.
and New Testament.
That's how your book's supposed to look.
Yep.
Okay, we'll go back to you in 1 second. Go ahead.
Recently is today's new international version, the TNIV, which seeks to remove all gender-specific references in the Bible whenever possible.
Right, so whenever they had a chance to remove he is black unto the ground, the Jews, or anything that was specific, they altered it. That's why I try to read the Jehovah Wickedness book. You start laughing.
Right now, is it Exodus, don't abhor Edomite?
Yeah.
That was put in there too. It's supposed to be in Syria.
Yeah.
Syria was their brothers who they was never done. That's what it was called.
Y'all got to get loud now when y'all talking.
Not all new translations are good, and some are very